Howdy everyone, this is Tim. I'm going to walk us through how to play Tribunal Tactics on the Chat Arcade of ExJin Studios. We're going to play it here in the ExJin Studios Discord, but if you've set this up on your own in your own Discord, the process is exactly the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the Tribunal Tactics Games category, and there's going to be a command channel, Tactics Command. If you've set this up in your own Discord, it's going to be called whatever you called it, because it doesn't matter what you call it, and here's Tactics Command. And the people who have access to this are anyone that is supporting us on Patreon, from our 1UP supporters all the way to the ExGen overlords. With Patreon membership comes all of this great stuff, deploying games or just playing games here. So we're going to play a game here on this Discord to show you how it works. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit just / and you can see we've got a lot of slash commands. There's stuff for ExJin Studios, that's for linking your account, things like that. Please see other videos, I'll put the links in the description. But here in Tribunal Tactics, here's all of the slash commands that are available to us. And the two that we're going to look at, well, we're going to look at all of them, but the first one we're going to look at is create game, and then later on close game, like when the game is over. Or if you rage quit and you're the game creator. But luckily, only the person who creates a game can close a game. So, or an admin, but don't worry about that. Create game. We're going to do this one. So / create game, hit enter. This is going to bring up this pop-up, this dialogue here. And it says, okay, to create your game, we want to have some options. First one is the game channel suffix. This is just a nice friendly name. It's optional as well. You don't have to do anything. It'll just put a random string at the end if you don't put anything in here. But I'm going to put in awesome demo day. Okay. The next is the battle phase duration in minutes. I'm going to put this to 3 minutes for this demo. For the jury phase, I'll just keep that to 1 minute. For the intermission, I'm going to put 0. No intermission in between. And then how many bots do you want to play? You can play with up to 10 bots. So I'm going to go ahead and max that out at 10. And we click submit. So it's going to think about it for a second. And what it did was it created a new channel under this Tribunal Tactics Games category. And it called it Tactics Awesome Demo Day. And if we go to the channel, it gave us a little welcome, Tribunal Tactics intro screen. And then I can see that all of the bots have already entered the game. But I don't want to play with just the bots. I want to play with some other people. So I'm going to use the next slash command we're going to talk about, which is add player. Add player takes an option, which is a name, and it's going to be the Discord display name. Let me show you what I mean. Oh, I'm offline somehow. My other account's offline. So here you see dismiss. Well, okay, don't dismiss the whole thing. There we go. So my other account is Tim of the North with dashes. What you want is the name underneath it. Whatever this name is, that's what you want to put in. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to invite Tim of the North to come and play. It's going to think about it and successfully add it. If you type in the wrong name or someone who isn't part of this Discord or whatever, it's going to tell you, hey, I couldn't add that person. It'll give you some reason. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do here is the 10 bots, my other accounts, and we're going to do the next one, which is start game. And away we go. It's going to think about it, and the way the Tribunal Tactics is played this game is that there are 2 phases. All right, well, the bots are already moving. Okay, this first phase is called the battle phase, and it's going to last however long you configured it for. So this will be 3 minutes. The battle phase is exactly what it sounds like. Everyone can attack each other, they can move. Well, actually, let's talk about all the things that they can do. Let's bring up that slash command deal again. They can attack. They can give an op. An op is an action, an operation. They can increase their range, or they can move. That's the like 4 game commands. There's other commands as well. We'll go over those in a second, like generating a new map or info or stuff. But the way the game is played, let's back up there, is that we have this game board, and people are just placed all over the game board. And each player has, and I'm going to open this in another browser just so I can show a nice bigger version of it. Okay, so each player has 3 hearts, and they start with a range of 1. That range means how far they can attack and how far they can give an op. That's what we call the action, an op, an operation. So right now, this bot up here in the corner can move, and movement is only ever 1 square, but they could attack A2, B2, or B1, or they could give their action to A2, B2, or B1. And this is the board. It's all distributed. You see everyone's player profile, but you might not recognize someone. Like up here, who's this in A10? Well, that's where that info command comes in. So let's talk about that. Let's demo that. So these guys are already attacking and stuff like that. Hopefully I'll live long enough to demo this. Okay, I'm going to do the info command. And if you do info just with no options, it'll give you a message about you. But I'm going to say, who is that handsome stranger in A10? Okay, so you get this little magnifying glass, and what it did is it sent me a direct message. And in that direct message, it said, hey, that player is Tim of the Test 1. That's this test account. And it gives me some more information. That player has 3 health, a range of 1, and they currently have 1 action in their pocket. So if someone says, if you're trying to negotiate with people and to, try to figure out how to trade actions or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'd love to, but I just don't have any, you can look and you can see. Okay. I'm going to, since I'm that test account, I'm going to move to A9. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, what also happened here, since I'm talking too much, is that the battle phase was complete, and it said, hey, here's the jury members. There's no members of the jury yet. Jury are all the dead players. We'll talk about that in a second. And since I said the cooldown was 0, it's like, hey, the next phase starts now, and it jumped right into the battle phase. So, well, hey, wait a second. The Jeremy bot, I'm going to close this window because we don't need that anymore. He's within attack range, so I'm actually going to attack B9. Oh, there's already eliminated players, so I'm going to say attack. And it says type in the site, and I'm just going to type B9. And it's going to say, aha, attack. So I attacked that character. That character is Jeremy Bot. And so he had 3 hearts, and now he has 2. Every attack takes off 1. Okay, so that was attacking, but now I've used my op, so I'm kind of stuck. Unless I have anyone near me that might be able to give me one. But that's where the strategy comes in of you talking to the other people and saying, okay, you know what? Here, each one of us only has 1 op. Let's team up. 4 of us will give 1 person all of our ops. That way they'll have 5, and they can move twice and kill somebody. And that's the strategy of the game. So attacking, moving, increasing your range, or giving an op. Those are the 4 actions of the game. And it's a very simple game, except it's not. There's a ton of strategy here. We've seen some friendships get very tested. Makes me feel kind of like Mario Party, because that also is like a friendship ending game. Now, let's say that you want to get an up-to-date state. We're looking at all these things that are happening. So this was me attacking Jeremy, but then Panda Cat Bot attacked Tim of the North, and Guile Bot was eliminated by Surveillance Bot. So there's a lot of things going on here. So I might want an up-to-date map. So /map will do exactly that. It's going to go, all these images are created, obviously in real time. They're all created and then posted, and it either comes to you in a direct message or it goes to the channel. So we see here, I'm going to open up in the browser so you guys can see it. You know what? I'm going to trust my own domain from now on. All right, here we go. So he's got 2 hearts. He used his action to get closer to me, so I'm safe for a little while. They're beating each up in the corner. So you can kind of just see, oh, wait a second, these guys, they've been safe. But no one's increased their range yet. Everyone's been attacking or moving. The bots are kind of clever and kind of sneaky, so. All right, what other options do we have while we're waiting for the round is over. We can go into that now. Okay, so since there are now, when you are eliminated, let me bring this up too. When you're eliminated, you're not out of the game. In fact, you now have a really important part in shaping who wins this game. There can be only one, so all the alliances in this game are temporary. So Jossbot and Guilebot have both been eliminated, and we are now in the jury phase, which I set to 1 minute. And it says, okay, vote for one, open this up too, vote for one of these players. And when you vote for them, you can only vote once, and you can only vote for one person. And when you do, whoever gets the highest votes at the end, when the next round starts, they start with 2 ops, not 1. So this is a nice, well, it's a catch-up mechanic, but it's also a revenge mechanic, to where if you were, working with someone and they, you gave them your op, you'd been working with them, and they backstab you and they eliminate you, well, now you can vote for whoever is closest enough to kill them on the next turn. And that's how this works. So I can't vote because I'm still in the game. And now the next round has started. So battle phase begins. Once again, this is a 3-minute battle phase, and they're already off to the races. This guy attacking this person. I just got attacked by the bot, who was not very happy about it. The way the bots work, they all have a relationship score. I have some AI driving some of this. Simple behavior tree stuff. No generative AI yet. But they will, they have states. They have state machines that are all running. But if you attack them, then they just hate your guts and they're going to attack you back. If you attack someone that they don't like because they were attacked by that person, they start to like you. So there's actually a trust game with the bots, which is kind of fun. If you give the bot an op, it's going to trust you a little bit more. And if someone attacks you and the bot likes you, they're going to hate that person. So it's a simple algorithm, but it's pretty fun. Okay, what other things can we do / command lines while we're waiting here? Once again, if you want to see any of the / commands, just do / and all the bots in the server show up here. So we did add player, we did attack. Don't want to close the game just yet. I haven't given anyone an op. Increase range, I'll do that next. Info we talked about, map, move. Phase is a good one. So if you're ever curious, especially for some of you players out there that like to do really long sessions, like where the battle phase is 6 hours long and the jury phase is 1 hour long, you might just want to check and say, how much time do I have to make a decision? Do / phase, and it will tell you, okay, we're in the battle phase. We've got 1 minute, 9 seconds remaining. We're in round 3. There's 9 players left, and there's 3 people in the jury. I'm going to go ahead and increase my range. And now I have a range of 2. And so now if I do /map again, so I can get the latest updated version of the map. These bots are vicious. They've been killing each other. So I think there's like 4 members of the jury. Okay, here's that map. Let's just open this up in another browser. Okay. Well, my account's almost dead, which is good because I wanted to show you guys how to vote. So, the board is much smaller now, but I have a range of 2, which means that I can attack up to 2 squares away, including diagonal. That's probably one of the real tricky ones, is that I can attack all the way to C8. You can increase your range as many times as you want. I mean, I guess getting a range larger than 10 is a little pointless, but there's no upper limit, as long as you can do it and stay alive. Okay, and so we are now in the jury phase. It's got 1 minute. Did anyone win the vote last time? I feel like yeah. Oh, you know what? So this was the results of last round. Last round, 2 people got 1 vote. There was only 2 bots in the jury last time. And they vote for whoever they like the most. And I already explained that algorithm. But it was a tie, so no one received enough votes. So if no one gets it, then everyone just starts with 1 op at the beginning of the round. So we'll wait here a second. There are now 3 members of the jury, so there should be 3 votes. So you never know. It could be another 3-way tie. It's just how they feel about things. Slash command wise, I think we've gone over everything except for close game, which I will do after we vote. Okay, there we go. So this time there was a winner. My other account, the Tim of the North account, apparently they liked him. Probably because he's not attacking anybody, so he's not doing anything because it's offline at the moment. But now the battle phase begins. But Tim of the North, even though they had 2 votes, they were eliminated right away by Panda Catbot. Curse you, Panda Catbot. Okay, so we'll wait for that Jeremy bot to kill this account, to kill me. And when it does, and we get to the voting phase, it's going to be /vote, and then the name of the player. Once again, it's going to be that same Discord name as before. And if you try to vote out of turn, here, let me just try to vote for an eliminated player out of turn. It should tell me, no. Well, actually, I just misspelled it, so it gave me an error, but let's do it again. Vote Tim of the North. And it gave me a little error. And it said, hey, you can't do that. And here it tells you in a direct message, hey, I can't perform that. That can only be performed during the jury phase. The game is currently in battle phase. And okay, that Jeremy bot did attack me and kill me, so I can't do much now because I'm out of the game, but I can ask for a new map. And Jeremy's all alone, so there's not a good person to vote for, but I'll vote for anybody else other than Jeremy. What is it with Jeremy's?
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, so here we are. The battle phase is now complete, and here's all the members of the jury, including both of my accounts. And I have 1 minute to vote. So who am I going to vote for? I'm going to vote for, let's say, Panda Catbot. So /vote Panda Catbot. It says your vote's being recorded, and it's a secret vote, so no one sees what you're doing. And I got a direct message that says your vote has been recorded for Panda Catbot. If you mistyped it or something, it'll throw an error. But yeah, it's secret ballot, so there's no way for them to know. Okay, that covers all of that. Let's say that you guys want to call it quits, or the game is over. I'm not going to stick around for the end of this game, but you can do, since I created this game, I can do close game. And closing the game, hey, surveillance bot 1. And then I hit enter, and it gets cleaned up, and it's gone. So that's that. That's how to create a game and play Tribunal Tactics. So with that, thank you much for watching. If you have any questions, please join us in the ExJin Discord and the support channel. Ask questions away. We're always around, and there's lots of people in here playing. So with that, I will see you at the Discord video games. Nope, don't know how to stop it. That's exactly how this video is going to end. And with that said, thanks.